Well, hello and welcome. It's us again, Marcus and Mel.
Hello.
And we have some cruise news for you.
Oh, that sounds exciting. What's happening?
It is. We're going on a new cruise line. Well, a new cruise line for us. And we're going on a brand new ship as well.
Yes, that's going to be good.
So new, it's still undertaking its sea trials.
It's a bit concerning, but there we are, considering we're supposed to be on it quite soon.
So what's happening? Well, we're booked to go on the Sun Princess for a 10-night cruise from Rome to Barcelona.
Yeah.
And why did we choose this cruise and this cruise line? Well, it's a combination of things. Firstly, we wanted to try Princess Cruises.
Yes.
Secondly, it's a new ship.
It's a new ship.
And that's exciting as well. And finally, the itinerary itself is quite good. It's going to a few places we really want to go to. And also, because of the time of year, we think it should be quieter.
Yeah, and not quite as hot in the Med.
By the way, as we record this, the telephone engineer's at the back and they've got a big lorry there and a new telegraph pole, and they may start drilling at any point.
Okay.
So we may have to cut this if they start
Right.
fire up that engine up there. So what we'll do, we'll have a look at the ship. What's meant to be on board? Are they actually ready? And can you book anything? And then we'll look at the itinerary itself. Is that okay?
Yep.
So let's get started. Are you excited, Mel?
I am excited, actually. I am very
She's
excited. I'm starting to get excited.
It's only a few weeks away. The inaugural sailing is meant to be the 8th of February, but we're not on that.
No.
So
hopefully I'll be more
few weeks
excited when
later.
that's
Yeah.
actually in the water and I know where we'll be going.
So as we mentioned, it's a 10-night cruise from Rome on the new Sun Princess, which is actually, I read, it's the third ship to be called the Sun Princess.
Yeah.
What I'll do again, I'll have a look at my notes and tell you something about the ship. So bear with me.
Read from your notes. No one's going to worry about it, Marcus.
Notes. Guest capacity is 4,300, 21 decks, 1,130 feet long, runs on LNG, liquefied natural gas.
Supposed to be slightly better for the environment.
Yeah. So we've booked a cove balcony, which they haven't got that many of these on the ship. They're the ones that are part of the hull itself, not the glass balconies. The reason being that the price was quite good, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean the price for this balcony without flights was £700 per person.
So as we record this again, no one's actually been on board. You see some videos online in the shipyard and stuff like that, but like I said, 8th of February is the first sailing. So shall we start with the restaurants?
Okay.
I think before we get onto the ship in more detail, shall we tell them the actual itinerary?
Go on then.
Yeah, so we're leaving from Rome. Next day, Naples, a day at sea, Santorini, Kusadasi, Athens, at sea, Sicily, at sea, Mallorca, and Barcelona. And we'll get back to that later because we may want you to give us some hints and tips.
We're also spending a couple of nights in Rome before the cruise.
Yep. So like I said, we'll get back to that. Anyway, on to the restaurants. So the restaurants. I think I'll refer to my notes again.
You're trying to remember things, aren't you?
It's hard to remember, especially at my age.
The one brain cell you got, you mean? Yeah.
So the main dining room, Horizons dining room. It's 3 stories. And they say it's got a different dining experience in each one.
Yeah, and a slightly different level of formality.
These are on deck
well.
6 to 8.
That's all we know at the moment.
You're on the app, aren't you? And
I'm on the app.
And you booked something.
I've booked a couple of the floors of the dining room, of the Horizons dining room, but I can't book them all. I can book 6 and 7, but not 8.
Yeah, I've heard different rumours about 6 and 7 are the main dining rooms. Different experience from each one. And 8 I've heard one says that there's going to be a diner, or maybe just turn up. I don't know. Mystery Deck 8 part of the dining room.
Well, what would be good, I think, is that if they have slightly different menus, because you know what it's like, main dining rooms on some ships like P&O and everything, they are the same menus. So this would be good if it's a slightly different menu and it's all complimentary.
So then the specialty dining. Again, if you're a regular Princess cruiser, then you probably know these names. Like we haven't been on Princess before. So they've got the Crown Grill, Steakhouse Deck 7, Kai Sushi Deck 8. I think all these are on other ships as well. Sabatini's.
It's Italian restaurant.
Trattoria Deck 8. What's it say that? Umai? Teppanyaki. Deck 8. The Catch by Rudy on Deck 9. So again, most of these are on other Princess ships. I don't know what the Teppanyaki is.
The Teppanyaki isn't. And the Teppanyaki, you can't actually book it yet on the app. There's no sign of it. So.
But it is on the promo material.
So it's definitely there, but we don't know if it's going to be just turn up or what.
So the Butcher's Block.
This is a new restaurant for Princess Cruises.
A family style. What's that say? I can't read my writing. I think obviously Butcher's Block is going to be carnivore orientated.
It's a family style.
Family style. That's
orientated steak.
Does
burgers.
family style mean the American
Sharing.
term family style, where you have big portions and share it all together?
I think so, yeah. Interesting to see how that's going to work.
I hope it's not like my family style. You haven't met my family. So those are the specialty dining.
All of those are gone up charge.
Yeah, and if you've been on the Princess, you would know what most of those are going to be like.
Most of them seem to be about $30 each charge.
Before we go on to the next part, let's discuss the atrium. What they've got here, it's called the atrium area of the ship in the centre. They're calling the Piazza, and it's like a round glass area. They call it a sphere of glass, and a lot of these restaurants and dining options are off that area and bars. So they've got off there, they've got Bellini's Cocktail Bar on Deck 7, Coffee Currents, Good Spirits at Sea, and O'Malley's Irish Pub. All of these are off that area known as the Piazza. So that sounds interesting.
Yeah, the O'Malley's is, you can have food there as well.
Again, all the photographs I've seen are computer generated. And you can see it being made in there. I've got a photograph coming up in the shipyard. You can see that glass area in the middle of the ship. So back to some other dining options. The casual and outdoor dining. Again, most of these are on other Princess ships, I think. International Cafe on Deck 9, that's 24 hours.
And that's all complimentary.
So if you can't get enough food,
yeah. That's complimentary. It looks really nice.
The promenade on Deck 9, again, that's going to be, they say, al fresco.
So is that burgers and pizzas? What's that?
I don't know. I think the Lido is like a snack bar.
Okay.
Again, it would be helpful if we mention anything and you've been on these ships, any recommendations, what you liked, in the comments, please. Because like we said, it's a new ship, but we're new to Princess.
And as we sound amateurish on this, it's because the ship hasn't actually an unveiling yet. So we don't know what it's like on board, other than rumours and a few bloggers have had like a little bit of a preview, but it's not up and running as it will be for us. So.
The Lido Snack Bar, Deck 17. And the buffet, the World Fresh Marketplace. And they got 9 food stations, range from Mongolian to tapas.
Mongolian, I'd like to try that.
Mongolian tapas.
Yeah.
Okay, and then they got like Alfredo's Pizzeria. And those are the places people, this is before years ago, they used to be included, didn't they?
They used to be included, and now
I've noticed
$14.99.
they're putting, like most companies now,
$14.99 for a casual restaurant.
They're putting in those fees, charging a bit more. Naughty. The bars. We mentioned a few, like Bellini's.
You can get a good Bellini there.
It should be. It's called Bellini's.
I know, but I can get a Negroni. I looked.
Okay.
I managed to find that
Mel's,
on the menu.
The piano, sorry.
Oh.
It's the same overall company, isn't it? Carnival Group. The app, the Princess app, has been updated.
Yeah.
And the new version's not very good.
Well, I don't think it's as good as the old version.
We downloaded
both.
The first version, then it said upgrade to the second version. The second version's not so good.
Well, they haven't really finished it all yet.
Well, everyone said that the first version was good. The original.
Well, some people say it wasn't that good, but I don't know.
I
thought it was
the
good.
replacement isn't very good.
No, it's still been updated, so it's still not properly finished.
I don't know why they're so bad at tech.
Well, the Medallion app, which we're going to be using, is supposed to be very good.
Okay.
So we can talk a little bit about that later.
Okay. Not with me, because I haven't got a clue.
Okay. Well, I'll just say the Medallion app is basically like a little
medallion,
almost like an Apple AirTag type thing, and you use it to pay for things. You use it to open your door like that. If you got it on your wrist, you go like that.
Like what?
Like that. And it's like a contactless form of payment and things. So it should be interesting.
So some other bars they mentioned: the Wheelhouse Bar, a unique dining and entertainment experience. Everything's unique. How can everything be unique? I don't know.
I haven't heard anything but the
And
Wheelhouse
crooners.
Bar. Wonder what that is.
I think it's probably like a lounge bar, isn't it? With somebody crooning. So that's what we know about the bars and restaurants so far. Like I said, all the images online seem to be computer generated. They're not actual real life photographs of the place. And it's only 2.5 weeks until the first sailing.
Yes.
They're cutting it fine.
They are.
The entertainment.
The entertainment.
Again, I'll refer to my notes. They've got a large area on the top. You probably can see it in the photograph again. Called the Dome.
Yeah.
It's that area there. The Dome. And that's got
a dome.
But there, I'll drop something. Do that again.
Your brain. Your dignity.
So I'll leave that in. See, listen, this is the abuse I get.
Abuse? That's not abuse.
Anyway, the Dome, that's got an indoor-outdoor pool. And in the evening, they can use it, like many ships now, they can use it as an entertainment area. Then the atrium area, mentioned, which they call the Piazza. With the glass walls. Then the casino is meant to be one of the biggest casinos on their ship.
Oh, I better watch you then.
So, because obviously, I think after this Med season, it's going to Fort Lauderdale, isn't it? It's going to be based at.
Hey, and
Americans like gambling, don't they?
And I went on the last casino we were in, didn't I?
Did I go and spend all your gambling? I did, didn't I?
When?
Because you were sick.
Yeah.
Didn't I take your winnings?
No, we'll never let you take my winnings. No way.
Okay. So the theatre part, this is interesting. It's called the Princess Arena. And unlike many of the theatres in the standard traditional shape, it can be altered for different shows.
This could be interesting.
And they actually can change it to a full round theatre.
Yeah. Full
360. So that'll be interesting to see what sort of shows they can do there. Which they're interested in, lots. That's interesting.
I mean, I don't know what the princess show's like in general. If you've got experience, let me know. What sort of shows do they do?
The quality.
The quality, I think, is pretty high in general on Princess and everything. I think it's going to be a slight step up from P&O and a massive step up from MSC.
What about from Butlins?
Well, Butlins is good these days. Don't knock Butlins.
And there's one venue that looks really interesting.
Oh,
but
I have to do this.
I think it's going to be really expensive. It's called Spellbound.
3, 2, 1, you're back in the room.
And this is a collaboration with the Magic Castle. If you don't know, the Magic Castle is in Hollywood. It's a classic club, entertainment, magic venue.
Yes.
A lot of celebrities go there. It's quite intimate.
We've looked to stay there before.
Yeah, we've nearly
stayed there, but we didn't in the end.
And you have to dress up to go, don't you? If they make you dinner jackets.
Yeah.
Smart.
It's a dining experience where they do magic, basically. Yeah. Close-up magic.
And in collaboration with Princess, they've set up Spellbound. And when you go in, it's meant to be quite, atmospheric.
Yeah.
They say here they've got the music room where the spirit of Isabella will share her stories sailing on Sun Princess. Then you go into the parlour bar and it looks quite Victorian and dark, from the... But there's only 30 seats because it's close-up magic.
Yeah.
So that's why I think it's going to be expensive. The whole experience is going to be...
Or it may even be for suite guests. We don't 100% know.
I don't think they'll have it exclusively for suite guests. I think you can pay for it, but you're going to be paying a lot.
So we will see. It's my birthday when we're there, Marcus.
Yeah, it depends how much is a lot. But it looks good. So some other stuff then on the ship.
Stuff, is that a technical term?
Yeah, stuff is a nautical term.
Okay.
They got the spa, the Lotus Spa. I think that's the Princess standard at Lotus Spa. Terraces, pools, our only area, I think. And again, they got separate areas for signature guests, haven't they?
Kids club as well, yeah.
And so we're not in their signature room.
No.
Not yet.
Yet, why?
Princess, we're open to bribes. Shall we go back to our trip itself, Mel?
Okay.
Let's discuss that.
Yeah, and as we said, we're going on a bit of a package.
Yeah.
Flights from Rome. No, not from Rome. Flights from...
Like I said, we can't tell you much about the ship because no one really knows. It's all speculation.
No.
But over the next week or two, no doubt some more videos will be coming out. But I hope you join us for the trip, which will be towards the end of Feb.
Ooh.
So don't forget to like and subscribe all that nonsense and come along and see what it's really like. Because we're not sponsored, we haven't been invited on like many people, so you'll get our honest opinion. And
it can be good or it can be bad.
And believe it or not, no.
And generally we're quite positive.
Yeah, people slagged us off in the MSC video. If you look at our videos as a whole, we tend to look at the positive.
I definitely do.
And it's the ones we slag off in the past have been terrible.
For reasons. Yeah. Multiple reasons.
Not just one reason.
No. Anyway, so we were saying about...
I'm excited.
Ooh, good. We're going on a package, aren't we?
Yeah, Mel booked with Cruise Nation and they've done a package. We fly out with EasyJet to Rome, and we got 2 nights in Rome before we transfer. We have to do our own transfer.
Yeah.
But
we're going on the train.
Yeah, down to the port. To board.
The port of...
Civitavecchia.
Civitavecchia.
You know it. It's the port of Rome. It's quite a way out of Rome. And
Cruise Nation, by the way, is Hayes Travel. Do you know that?
Nope.
Oh, there we are. I booked it all online.
So that's quite good. So if there is a problem with the flights, you've got a few days, and also we can enjoy Rome. We'll see.
Well, we've got a 1 full day in Rome, and we have been to Rome before.
Yeah, we've been to Rome a few times. But the problem with Rome is other people, disinterested teenagers in the way of everything. It's just if you haven't been to Rome, it is a really picturesque.
There's so much
history there, and the Colosseum's amazing.
The Colosseum was by far the best thing we ever did.
But
it was amazing.
It is so busy.
Hectic.
But we're going late Feb, early March. Will it be better?
It'll be better than going peak season for sure.
The temperature will be nice. It won't be too hot for sightseeing.
So we've been to the Colosseum. We've been to the Roman Forum, haven't we?
Yeah.
So what other things would you recommend in Rome, just for one day? Let us know.
If we got a chance, get up early and get out before everyone else wakes up. So, then back to the itinerary. This is where your help comes in, okay? After setting sail from Rome, we're in Naples, not that far away. And obviously is Pompeii and Herculaneum.
And I've always wanted to go there since I studied volcanoes in school.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're definitely going to do one. I don't think we're going to do two.
I think two will be too much in a day.
And I was hoping to pop to Sorrento. It's about an hour on the train. To go to Sorrento as well.
I don't think we can do all that in a day.
So which is the best site of those two that you've been to? Pompeii or
Herculaneum?
Herculaneum.
Well, Pompeii was the one that got the full force in Europe. And that's where you've got the plaster casts of the bodies.
Right.
But Herculaneum was then covered with the ash, so there's more detail and they've got more organic stuff, and it's meant to be a bit quieter than Pompeii.
It should be interesting.
So
definitely want to do one of those, and we're going to try and get there on our own, aren't we?
Yeah.
So from the crew
what are your suggestions or experiences for a day in Naples? We definitely want to do Pompeii or Herculaneum. So again, your help would be appreciated. We have to stop for our Mel's tea break.
Yes, Mum.
Is this going to take long?
Put some pictures in of Pompeii or something.
I'm going to continue. Well, next, after Naples, we've got a day at sea. I enjoy sea days. Then we get to Santorini, Greece. The two cruises before us aren't going to Santorini.
Oh.
Because the cable car
from
the jetty up to the top, is it Fira?
Yeah.
Isn't working. It's been serviced.
So Santorini is a tender port as well, isn't it? And it gets very, very busy peak season.
But looking, I think it's only our ship in so far. Because it's been launched in February, we're sort of out of season for cruising in that area, so it should be quieter. But according to the records, according to the information from Santorini, the cable car opens the day we set sail from Rome, so we should be going. The plan is we're still going to Santorini, and we've booked an excursion with Princess.
Because hopefully we should be able to get off the cruise ship.
Priority for excursion passengers.
So sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
And
so it's Fira, and what's the one at the top? Ia?
Yeah. Spelled O-I-A, I think.
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah.
So we've got that sorted. Again, what do you think of Santorini? Like I said, we're going out of peak period, so it should be okay.
Hopefully.
Then, after that, we're off to Turkey.
Yes.
And it's
Kusadasi.
How do you say that? Apparently, it's the S is a sh.
Kusadasi.
And the I at the end is not an I. It's Kusadasa.
Oh, Kusadasa.
Yeah.
Kusadasa.
I don't know, any Turkish people out there? But however you say it, we should be like the people that overpronounce Spanish and Italian.
Yes.
They speak normal English and they get to an Italian word and they go, wow, wow.
I don't think my Turkish accent's very good.
It could be. But the main point of going there is Ephesus. So,
what do you know about Ephesus?
One of the 7 wonders of the world, of the ancient world.
Is it?
Yeah, the
Ephesus.
Temple of Artemis. But it's not there anymore.
Oh, yeah.
It's been destroyed. So, but what is there is the Library of...
Congress?
No, Library of Celsus.
Library of school? Library of Celsus?
Yes.
What is the Library of Celsus?
They had works of art and literature from ancient times.
I don't think I can do all the ruins. Don't think I could do another ruin. I know it sounds awful, but I might have to go shopping.
Yeah, the whole theme of this, the first part of this cruise, it's very orientated to
history
and
ruins. important ruins. But I don't think I can.
But I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, well, I think I will go shopping actually there in Kushadasa. Kushadasa?
Yeah.
Kushadasa.
Philistine. What's that?
You just said I'm a Philistine. You did say it. It's on camera.
I'll edit that. Leaving Turkey, we go to Athens. Mm-hmm. We're in Athens for a day.
So we have to go to the Acropolis.
The Acropolis, yeah. That's the overlooking the city. And the Parthenon.
We've been to the Parthenon, haven't we?
Yeah, we've been there. But not the one in Athens. No. The one in Nashville. We go to the real one now.
Yeah. Have you got a photo of that one? Put the photo in, Marcus. Put the photo in.
Which one? The one in Nashville?
Yeah. It was good, wasn't it? Yeah,
it was okay.
Not as impressive as the Acropolis and the Parthenon.
So, again, we have to get from the port. We're not going to pay for a trip to do that, are we? We're going to do it ourselves.
Yes.
So any help, any tips from getting from the cruise port to the Acropolis area?
We have looked at a site called What's on Import? Yeah, What's in Port, sorry. And it's really good actually. They've got a few ideas there on how to get there. I think there's got to be a shuttle bus type thing to go up there.
Oh.
So we'll probably do that.
Well, after the Acropolis, after Athens, we're off again for a day at sea. Mm-hmm. So we relax for a day.
Some good activities. I want to do singing again and dancing, and you can sleep all day as you do normally on a sea day, and I will do all the activities.
Well, where next then? We're
going to Sicily.
After a day at sea, Athens, day at sea, Sicily. We dock in Messina, don't we?
Yes.
And where do you want to go?
I want to go to Taormina.
Oh, is that the valleys?
Taormina, I don't think so.
What's that famous for? It's meant to be picturesque, isn't it? There's ruins there as well.
And it's famous for where some of the Godfather.
And that region.
One of the Godfather films was filmed.
I think part 3 they used the actual station.
Right.
But the original Godfather 1. The original Godfather was filmed
around the area,
very close to that area. There's that famous bar that's very close to the area. I don't know. We were thinking of doing
the Godfather tour.
A Godfather tour.
But I'm not
sure. So it's this scene from the Godfather.
But it looks very picturesque and looks really nice, and it looks like quite straightforward to get to, because Messina is actually in the port is 10-minute walk to the train station, or 10-15 minutes, and then you get on the train to Taormina, 45 minutes to an hour.
Again, we keep saying, if you've done this and got any tips, let us know. Thanks.
But that looks quite straightforward on public transport.
Then after Sicily, another day at sea, and we end up in Palma, Mallorca.
So we've been to Palma before, haven't we?
We've been to Palma. We've spent a week actually in Palma city itself.
Nice city.
It is a pretty little city.
Yeah, a pretty little city.
Pretty little city, like Dylan Thomas. And it, can you hear that? The drill started. It's not too loud, luckily, so we'll continue.
And we've been to Palma Aquarium, but Marcus has got no recollection of it.
I got no recollection. Mel had to show me a photograph of me in Palma Aquarium, and I still can't remember it. So it must be
it was a good aquarium.
I must have had a good time in Palma.
Anyway, so we've basically wandered around the city, eaten there a few times, but I'm trying to think what else to do in Palma.
Obviously, we've been to the cathedral. We've been to the aquarium.
And the important thing on that day.
What do you suggest for a day in Palma?
Also, it's my birthday, so something special would be nice.
Something cheap would be nice.
I like a food tour. So if you've got any ideas for that, that'd be good.
Yeah. So that's Palma. Then after Palma, it's to Barcelona. We've been to Barcelona before, but we're flying straight back.
Yeah, unfortunately we haven't got time in Barcelona this time.
We have got any time, so we arrive, disembark, and fly back with EasyJet.
Yeah.
So
back to Gatwick, isn't it?
Back to Gatwick.
Gatwick.
Well, that's all we know so far. Like I said, we can book some places, can't book others.
We're there for our wedding anniversary. When's our wedding anniversary, Marcus?
Put on the spot. The 1st, St. David's Day. That's why I got
knows.
married on the 1st of March on purpose.
So you'll never forget it.
Yeah. And your birthday as well.
My birthday, yeah. So if you've got any ideas for what Marcus can do for me for a celebration.
It's an expensive.
Marcus can do.
It's expensive.
What can Marcus do? Are the cakes on board the ship good? Can he order me a celebration cake? That would be a nice idea, wouldn't it? That would be a nice idea.
So, get off now.
Champagne, cake, strawberries.
We'll see how the trip pans out. Fingers crossed, the ship's going to be ready. And there'll be no hiccups.
Marcus
I think we're on the 3rd. They call the 3rd inaugural as well on the website. I thought inaugural is just how can you have a 3rd inaugural?
I do not know. Hopefully they might give us something if it's inaugural.
Yeah.
Like a little
maybe. Have you mentioned it? Have you mentioned it's our wedding anniversary as well?
I put it on the app.
Okay. And
don't know if they give us anything.
It's amazing. It's still under a year since our very first cruise.
And and this would be our 3rd, 4th, 5th?
5th cruise.
5th cruise.
So before we go, if you haven't seen our very first cruise less than a year ago, have a look at that. And it's coming up now. There. Bye.
Bye.